Hello guys, I'm back again with another video. Today I am in the bridge of no return here in Ekota Abasi, Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria. Yeah, I'm currently on top of the bridge of no return. I'm about to enter the slave prison where they store the slaves here in the days of slave trade. So I'm about to show you guys where they store the slaves here inside under the bridge of no return. So guys, before we start this video, I wanted to give this video a like, click the red subscribe button on your screen and turn on your bell notification so that you will always be notified whenever I upload a new video in this channel. Please, subscribing to this channel doesn't cost anything, it's just for free. Just click the red subscribe button on your screen and turn on your bell notification so that you will always be notified once I upload another video in this channel. Thank you very much. Without wasting much of your time, let's get into this video.
For the purpose of conveying slaves into waiting ships. So they build this thing so that they will use it to convey slaves into the ship. And then into waiting ship, it's a floating jetty, which means this thing is floating. Yeah, the whole thing, all these things you're seeing, they are floating. Okay. So it's a floating jetty and has 3 major underground holding compartments, which were used in storing very stubborn slaves. So those 3 things you see there now, they use it to store slaves that are very stubborn.
Which thing? Those 3 things there now.
This thing you're seeing, you will get there.
Okay. Okay.
So to store very stubborn slaves, the compartments have a capacity for about 30 people, but about 150 slaves were stored inside there. So which means this thing you see here was built to contain only 30 people.
Yes.
But they put over 150 people inside, just to show you something, that a room that was supposed to contain 30 people now contains 150 each, just to see. So they were stored, about 150 slaves were stored here at any given time. It was nicknamed the Bridge of No Return because once a slave stepped on this bridge, yes, they were not allowed to look back. They were not allowed to look back, and they never returned. Which means if a slave steps here, that means straight to wherever they are taking you to. So today, which is now currently, you can step on it, you can look back, you can walk on the bridge, and you will return. So to God be the glory, and that's because slavery has been abolished. Yes. Before this, if you go here, that means you're gone. But right now you can go and come back. And that's it. So you push it go now.
So right now we are heading inside the slave prison to see and to witness by ourselves how a room of this can contain up to 30 to 50 people at any given time. So I will enter inside to show you guys and to take you guys around this prison to show you how big or small this is to enter up to 50 slaves at any given time.
Because the white came down into pit to buy red oil. From the red oil, buy the fruit to go and plant. So they pick our people to go and plant. And then let my father get from here. They what their forefathers passed through. Even presently, looking at Ime Udoka, basketball coach in America now. Their forefathers from here. They came down physically to show that their forefathers informed them. Even this is Imo River. Then they came and speak it. Where is Imo River? The forefathers said to them. So we have Blacks American, which is the origin of blacks, not just you have opposite to one from here.
So, okay, so the basketball coach Ime Udoka is from this community, yes. And his forefathers were taken from here to America, yes. And currently he's a Black American.
Yes,
but this is his ancestral land.
Yes, order by the association. They used to use the ventilation.
Okay, this is for ventilation. Okay.
Stand this side. One person should stand this side. When I open the thing, you can do whatever you want to do. Let me
okay.
Just go.
Okay, put on.
So this, you made it. You go like this and step in. That's 50.
Okay, 50 people go
No water
inside.
can enter inside, no matter how the water is.
Okay.
Look at the motion of the water.
Yeah.
Okay, the water grow up now. We level this in all of them. This getting is straight. The water is salt water, cannot break this. Salt water. For how many years? Almost 12 and something years now. So the whites locate here. Before any other place in Nigeria, say Calabar. They were one that from Calabar.
So here is prison of no return, of slave of no return.
Who is snapping?
Can we go inside?
You can go. Who is snapping?
Huh?
Who is snapping?
Also do is not.
So right now I am entering inside the slave prison. But note, I am not a slave, and also slavery has been abolished, so it no longer exists in this country now. So I'm entering inside the slave prison to take you guys around to show you guys how this prison is, and to take you guys inside this slave prison to show you guys how big this place, or how small, or how bad this place is.
Here was actually built to contain 30 people. But what you're seeing is each of them contains 50 people at any given time, 50 slaves. So there are 3 in each compartment, which is 150 slaves. And there are 3 compartments, which is 150 times 3. That is 450 slaves at any given time. Now take a look at a place where 50 people were sitting. Imagine. And there is no way, this is the only source of ventilation. This is the only source of ventilation. And ever since then, over 250 years, this thing is still good. And this thing was built in a way that nothing can destroy it. This thing is lying on top of salt water, and it's still like this. Nothing can destroy this thing. Even in 1,000 years to come, this thing will remain like this. But imagine the kind of suffer the other people that are inside this place were suffering. Imagine 50 people inside here.
Have name. Any slave you see is bearing either the name of the owner or the name the owner wants it to bear. So when somebody buys a slave, they use this thing to write the name of the owner of the slave on their skin, and that will be their name forever. That's why you see people who are from Africa that are in America and their name are Brown, White, Dixon. All those names are the names of the slave owners that was written on their skin using this thing. And this is one of the chains that was used during the slave trade over 400 years ago, and the chain is still here. And it have rusted, that is why you see it at this size. But these things can actually be on the neck or on the leg or on the hands of a slave for how many months during their travel from the Atlantic Ocean to wherever destination they are going to. These are all the things slaves suffered, and this Ikorabasi was one of the places, a very prominent place during the slave trade, and most of the slaves from the eastern Nigeria was taken from this bridge of no return. And the reason why this place is called the bridge of no return is once a slave step on it, that is the last time they will look back. They will never look back, and they will never see their hometown again till they get to the new world. That is what it was called. But this new world is a world of suffering for the slaves. But glory be to God, today we were able to go on top of the bridge of no return. We were able to enter the prison, and we are coming back by the grace of God.